We popped down to the Docklands to have a look at the way that things work at the Weather Bureau. Can't imagine there'd be too much variety in the weather forecast at the Docklands based on having to walk into the building, is there?
No.
Freezing, windy.
Guess what? It's windy.
Windy and cold.
You can see the Melbourne Star from here. It's got a great view, isn't it? The Melbourne Star. See it spinning around there?
I don't believe it's moving.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's what makes it rather unique as an observation where you've got to climb to the top of it yourself.
And you can see the Baltic Bridge from here, where cars notoriously break down and catch fire.
Back to what I was saying about, we're at the Weather Bureau. We're going to go in there and see how it works. Andrea's going to explain to me this new feature that may change your life. She's just shown me. It's for the mobile phone.
It is for the mobile phone. So it's not an app, but it's actually a mobile website. So we've picked the information that you might just want for today to check what the weather's going to be like the next 24 hours.
It comes up on your screen like that when you save it to your home screen. It's BOM, like that, and you hit there and it will tell you.
So first of all, you can select your location.
Yeah, you
so
select
you can
your
put in your
location.
town or where you are, where you work, and it'll bring up the current weather at the closest weather station. So if you're in Melbourne, it'll be Melbourne Olympic Park. Quickest way to get to the radar.
Amazing. m.gov.au.
m.bomb.
Oh, m.bomb.gov.au. It's the bomb. Starting at the top, next to time, I'll start. We'll go after that.
Which one?
At the top of this screen right in front of you there.
Yeah.
Righto, it says time, then it's AT, that's air temperature. You go next.
The next is WD.
No, DP.
DP.
DP wasn't anything there.
No, I've worked out that AT is air temperature. It's your turn now on DP.
DP.
Moisture.
Direct precipitation.
Dew point.
Yeah, dew point.
Dew point. Dew point, punters. Thank you. We're with Terry Ryan, senior forecaster at the Bureau. You know the first thing we're going to ask you. All these other people senior forecasters, or are they junior forecasters?
They're
Forecasters.
yeah, they're forecasters. Yeah.
Right.
Probably
Hey,
something smart to say.
you've been showing us how the forecasting computers, you can work off various models. There's the Australian model, or the local model, the European model, and the American model. And what do? Do you take a sort of an amalgam of what do you take a consensus of what they think is going to happen?
If there's a large variation, we might take a consensus. That's true. We do
Right.
that for some of our days 5, 6, and 7. We might do consensus. But
Right.
as we get closer, we like to go for a particular model, which we think is looking pretty good.
Right.
It could be the Australian model some days, and maybe the European.
So I take it you mean that the greatest variation between the models will be the further out you're projecting the forecast.
That's true. The further days 5, 6, 6, and 7 give us problems, but as we get closer to them, the models will come into line normally, and they'll sometimes a model will have a low and give it away. Other model will pick up that low. They'll chop and change in wax and wane, and as it gets closer, they nearly always settle down to. If tomorrow's models are very different, we're in trouble.
Right.
Because it's a very rare thing, and there's a big low somewhere there that's.
Do you ever use a fourth model? Do you ever look out the window and have a look at what's happening and then change your mind?
It's pretty good for right now, but it's not very good for 7 days' time, is it?
I'm going to the races over the Easter break, which is all about the art of prediction. You have people who work in the stock market, which is all about the art of prediction. Prediction is everything in modern life. We try to predict the future. When it comes to predicting the future, the Weather Bureau would be the best predictors. Do you think that's a fair assessment?
Yeah, I think we're getting better.
But you are remarkably accurate.
Yeah, we weren't game enough to put out 7-day forecasts for a long time.
Yeah.
But as the models got better and we had 7-day charts to go on, they looked like they were okay. We stretched it out to 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. When I first started, we used to do the remainder of today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Occasionally tomorrow we used to get wrong.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic to see that he's got a set of coloured pencils. What do you use?
Terry, it's been lovely to speak with you. One last, and we thank everyone for showing us around this morning. One last prediction.
Tigers by 27.
Didn't even think about it.
So the Tigers win by 27 points. Carlton led by 16 at the first change, but it was one-way traffic thereafter.